Rowley's shoot-first criticism is misguided. Kamla's strong stance on Venezuela is the leadership TNT deserves, an opinion by Professor Wall Street. In a world of rising geopolitical instability, national leaders must act decisively when their country's sovereignty is threatened. Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissesa's stern warning to the Venezuelan government to keep their agents and armed groups out of Trinidad and Tobago's territorial waters is not only appropriate, but absolutely necessary. In contrast, former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley's Facebook post titled, "Shoot first, find out after." This response is madness, is both misguided and disappointing. Dr. Rowley's post, riddled with dramatic hypotheticals and misplaced concerns, fails to grasp the gravity of the situation. Trinidad and Tobago, as a sovereign nation, has every right, indeed an obligation, to protect its borders and citizens from foreign threats, especially those veiled in propaganda from the Maduro regime. Prime Minister Persad-Bissesa's firm declaration of intent to use deadly force on unidentified hostile vessels is not recklessness, it's responsibility. Here are 10 reasons why Rowley's criticism is misguided and Kamla is absolutely right. 1. National security comes first. A Prime Minister's primary duty is to protect the homeland. Kamla Persad-Bissesa's statement reaffirms that Trinidad and Tobago will not tolerate incursions from hostile actors. This is strong leadership, not madness. 2. The Venezuelan government made the first provocation. Claims made by Maduro and Cabello about Trinidad being a launch pad for insurgents must be met with seriousness. To remain silent or soft-handed would be an abdication of duty. 3. Rowley underestimates the risk of infiltration. Defense Minister Wayne Sturge confirmed the presence of Tren de Aragua gang members in T&T. That alone justifies heightened security protocols, including authorization of force if needed. 4. Venezuela has a history of regional hostility. From Guyana to Colombia, Venezuela has repeatedly used border intimidation as a political tactic. To ignore this pattern would be naive, not diplomatic. 5. Rowley's track record on border security is disastrous. Under Rowley's administration, thousands of undocumented Venezuelans entered the country unchecked. That mismanagement disqualifies him from lecturing anyone on border protection today. 6. The people have rejected Rowley's leadership. Rowley and the PNM suffered a resounding defeat in the April 28 general election. His continued commentary reeks of sour grapes and political desperation, not statesmanship. 7. Bush tea diplomacy is not a strategy. Rowley's metaphorical plea to drink bush tea at a cooler temperature reflects a disturbing passivity. In today's high-stakes geopolitical climate, strength matters more than poetic phrases. 8. Strong messaging deters future incursions. Kamla's message to Venezuela sends a clear signal. T&T is not a soft target. This helps prevent future violations, ensuring national sovereignty is respected. 9. Rowley's economic argument about dragon gas is misplaced. The dragon gas deal was already dead, hampered by sanctions and failed diplomacy. Using that as a reason to avoid defending our borders is weak and irrelevant. 10. Kamla's position reflects global realism. Aligning with the United States and standing against authoritarian aggression is consistent with global democratic norms. Kamla's foreign policy stance is clear, principled, and responsible. In conclusion, Rowley is the wrong messenger for this moment. Dr. Keith Rowley's post does not stem from genuine concern for national security. It is another episode in his long-running attempt to remain politically relevant after an embarrassing electoral loss. His legacy includes record poverty levels, widespread corruption allegations, and a national mood of frustration and neglect. He has lost moral authority to comment on matters of national defense. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar has shown the courage, clarity, and decisiveness required to lead Trinidad and Tobago through uncertain times. Her message to the Venezuelan government is not just about defense, it's about dignity, sovereignty, and leadership. The people of Trinidad and Tobago overwhelmingly voted for a new direction on April 28, and her response to foreign aggression affirms why. In this conflict of vision, Rowley remains stuck in the shadows of failed diplomacy and red smoke. Kamla is moving boldly into the light of leadership, exactly where the country needs her.